A large part of what we're trying to do this year is transform our students from being teacher-dependent to being independent learners, or at least more independent than they used to be. One of the toughest changes they have to make is just realizing that learning facts by heart is not enough if they're going to succeed when they go abroad to study. At the moment, their system in essence requires them to learn large quantities of facts by heart and then regurgitate these in tests. We need to train our students not to expect to get everything from their teacher, to start to see their teacher as more of an enabler and a mentor. Of course, the teacher is going to be a source of information, but that is not by any means their sole role. You can divide the transformation into 5 stages: cultural awareness, confrontation, challenge, reassurance, and consolidation. We'll go into more detail later on, but here's a brief outline. The cultural awareness stage requires awareness on the part of you, the teachers. I'd say the longer you've been teaching, particularly out here, the better you will be at this. That's not to say younger or newer teachers can't do this. For those of you who've taught in many other countries, this may well not be new at all. Moving on to stage 2, confrontation. This sounds quite aggressive, but it's just showing teacher-dependent students that their current learning strategies are inadequate for dealing with genuinely high-class education. They have to be confronted with situations they can't cope with. This sounds a bit Dickensian, but in my experience, it's actually a great deal of fun, although it absolutely has to be handled sensitively. The next stage, which I call challenge, is the one nearly all teachers gain most satisfaction from. It leads on from the previous stage, challenging students to find different approaches to problem solving and learning. Now let's move on to the reassurance stage. There's no doubt that some students will be feeling a bit left out, a bit confused, because their learning world is beginning to be turned on its head, and that's tough. What we've found here is that by showing them not only that the new approaches work, particularly by analysing examples from various similar programmes at our schools abroad. Having students see evidence of the effectiveness of this programme is a great way to make use of our global network of schools and of those educational situations. The final stage, although you could say this process never really ends, is the consolidation phase. It's essential that you work with the students to combine the strategies and approaches from both worlds. If you like, the memory-centered approach and the approach which places more emphasis on active thinking and creativity. These skill sets complement each other, and it's vital you concentrate on this combination during the consolidation stage.